You're nihilistic. Good. What after that? You feel like life has no meaning. Good. Okay. What after that? Now what? It's like you have come to the realization that on the paper you can see 1 plus 1 and you're stuck there. You're like, Surabhi, that's the only thing I can see on this paper, 1 plus 1. What after it? You have to do the addition. You have to come to the conclusion. And after coming to the conclusion, you need to understand what do you need to do after coming to that conclusion. There is something that comes after realizing that life has no meaning. Why are you stuck? Who are you waiting for who will come and give you meaning? If you want to be saved from this nihilistic plight of yours, if you want to be saved from nihilism, what are you waiting for? For someone to come and give you a direction in life, someone to tell you, I am ruling your life. I am going to tell you what to do and what to not to do, so that you can understand that life actually has a very big meaning. The sheer fact that life has no meaning, that there is nothing, no big great purpose that you might be here for, is what makes it so fucking beautiful. You are dealt with your own colors, your own canvas. You can paint it the way you want. But Surabhi, what's the meaning of this? That's the entire beauty of it. You have to do it. Why do you have to find meaning in everything? Just because you're a thinker, just because you're a philosopher, doesn't mean that you have come to the actualization of what it means to be alive, to exist in this universe. The sheer fact that you exist is enough to live it. But what for? Just do it, man. Just live it. Just live your life. And you are doing such a disservice to existence itself by constantly questioning, just why am I here? Why am I here? Don't waste oxygen. You are alive. Make use of it. Don't plan to go early. Live your life so beautifully that when you open your eyes, the first thing that you see is colors, beauty. But sir, if no one knows what is the right way to live, how can you come on this video and tell me what's the right way to live? What feels good to your heart? Close your eyes, ask yourself, what feels good to your heart? Waking up every day and thinking about that guy you couldn't make stay, or the donut you sacrificed. What makes you happy? Coming to a conclusion on that sum that you were working on finally, when that code of yours finally worked. What makes you happy? Decide that. Wake up with gratitude. Gratitude towards life. Be happy. Stop complaining. You want to compare yourself? Want to compare yourself to people and feel bad? Why don't you choose to compare yourself with the less fortunate then? And feel grateful for the things that you've had. I know it's very difficult. I'm not above it. But you have to pull yourself every time out of the depths of darkness, and you have to tell yourself that you need to be grateful. You need to be grateful for the life that you have been given. And stop complaining about everything in your life, because that's just a negative thing to do. Just a negative way of being. Why do you want to do that? Why do you want to be a loser, a tattletale, someone who'll just tattle on the way life is dealing them with decks of cards that are just so sinister? But I'm sad, I want to complain about it. Okay, it's okay, I understand. Sometimes you want to convey what you feel. You don't want to suppress it because suppressing is bad, I understand. But what do you do after you convey it? Does your entire day look like a fucking glooming hell just because of the one thing that has happened that was so wrong to you? I understand what it means to want to convey, but don't be consumed by communication. Don't be consumed by the idea of communicating what you're feeling to others, to the world, that you have been hurt. What's the meaning of life? Such an absurd question. If there was a meaning, will you run towards it? Will that be the only reason you live after this? And if there is no reason, will you choose to end it? Why do you do things just because there is a reason to them? That is such a tight way to live, that if something that is happening is not for a reason, I'd rather not do it. Life is not meant to be just lived in a box. My life is beyond this as well. Even though there was a meaning, will you not live your life? When you walk out in the morning under the morning sun, or maybe at night under the moon, and the cold winds caress your face, and you just look up in the sky, and there's a poetic soul that sings in your heart, and you're just so happy to be alive. That's existing in real sense. When you buy a muffin that you really, really wanted for so long and you finally got to it, and you see to your side that there is a child who really wants it too, but he can't buy it. And when you share it with them and they're happy and they're running, and you've not given the entire muffin, but you just shared a part of it, and they're so happy about it, and you're happy about that. That's universe experiencing itself. This connection, this gratitude, this realization that everyone's happiness matters. You keep on spiraling back, keep on coming back to, why does it all matter? What does it all mean? Why are we here? And you constantly reject the answers that might give you a solution. I'm not a spiritual person. I don't believe in God. Why don't you believe in God? Because you're scared to hope, because you're scared to believe something that you can't see. But even if the answer were to present itself, do you find your senses to be capable enough to grasp the answer in its entirety and be content with what it's presenting to you? Or will you be hesitant? Will you still be doubtful, afraid, scared to accept the answer? We often get entrapped by our own unlimited knowledge of ourselves, of the universe. True freedom and liberation comes from realizing the limitations of your own mind, of your own knowledge. Even in Shiv Sutra, it is said, limited knowledge of self is what bounds people to their misery, to this world, keeps them attached, because they don't understand. It's not just about your car breaking down or a thing that didn't work that you really wanted to work. It's not just about that. It's about a constant stream that is flowing, a constant painting that is being painted, and you are just doing it. You are just painting it. Through your hands, your life is flowing. Through your mouth, your life is flowing. Through your eyes, your life is flowing. And you need to understand that. It's not about just that small thing that couldn't happen or that could happen. It's about the bigger picture. What's the bigger picture? Living, giving love, giving acceptance, giving gratitude, trying to shine light where there is darkness, That's living. That's doing it. And don't you just want to do that? Don't you just want to stop cursing at things that just couldn't happen and just start smiling towards anything that's going to come? Don't you want to do that? I know you really want to do that. Then do it. Get up tomorrow and look at the one person that you're really grateful towards. I'm grateful towards no one. Be grateful. Are you grateful towards yourself? Are you? No? Why? You don't trust yourself? Then start doing things that can make you trust yourself, and then you'll look out and then you'll find people who you can trust, because you'll understand that people make mistakes, but then you'll have people you'll be grateful about. You'll be willing to show gratitude to, and you'll go to them and you'll show them gratitude. You'll show them love. You'll just tell them, I love you and I'm so grateful for everything that you've done to me. And that is so great. It's not cringe. Cringe is when you don't accept something as it is. You judge it. Live for something, even with the acceptance that not getting it will make you die here. But you'll still be alive. You will still live your life, because that's how life is meant to be. Life is meant to be lived. I dare you to do that. I dare you to love a thing so much. Losing it might make you feel like your life has come to an end, but then still live and find another thing to love. It can be anything. It can be a pet. It can be a painting that you made that you're really attached to. It can be that one thing that you're really afraid to put to finish, because you're going to get attached to that thing. I dare you to go ahead and do it and get it over with, and then live with that knowledge in your head that you did it. Namaste.